What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Way I'm Fishing, guys. Everybody, we are out here today on the Rappahannock River in Virginia. So tidal water, tidal, dirty, muddy water, snakeheads everywhere, catfish everywhere, all of the fun stuff. And we're out here KBT with Dave, Keith, Rick, all the guys getting ready for a tournament tomorrow against Norfolk Privateers and Virginia guys. Sorry, don't know all the names. We're out here getting ready for the KBT tournament tomorrow. So I'm doing some scouting right now. I'm heading up to a creek. You know, everything out here looks good. That's the beautiful thing about these rivers is, like, there's laydowns everywhere, there's flats everywhere, there's lily pads everywhere. It all looks phenomenal. But I think the creeks and stuff like that are going to be the major players. And then to top that off, like laydowns, hard cover, and hard edges are going to be what I'm going to be looking for. So kind of let me break all this down. I've got a long way to go, and I've got some questions about, you know, the four rods. I don't bring a ton of tackle with me, so break down the whole mindset for me. So going into this, I've never been here before, but I have fished tidal water. I fished around Myrtle Beach and the tidal water around there for a couple years, and fished Potomac last year, and did all right in that. And how it goes is I started with tons of research. Like, I mean, there's so much stuff out there between YouTube and just Bass Magazine and all the articles and all the stuff that you can see, and tide charts and just all the kinds of stuff that's out there. So I started with that. As a whole, I know that it's going to be river fishing. So river fishing in Virginia, dirty water. I know that's going to turn to dark colors, black and blues, June bugs, your brighter colors with your crankbaits and things. So already that kind of your neon color crankbaits. So already that rules out. We got a channel marker buoy right here. That rules out a ton of tackle for me. So not going to be throwing drop shots, not going to be throwing shaky heads, no wacky rigs for me. You know, it's going to rule out, you know, green pumpkin across the board and all that stuff. So that cuts out half my tackle, just like that. Half the tackle is gone. And then this time of year, buzzbait, a frog, stuff like that's really good on these rivers. At least the ones that I'm used to fishing. The topwater stuff is really good. But we're having a cold front come through. Cold front coming through right now. It's going to be, you know, it's been 80 degrees all week, and it's going to be 49 degrees tomorrow morning. So that's going to rule out top waters. That's going to rule out all of that stuff. So that cuts down on my tackle even more. So what that leaves me with, in my mind, are Texas rigs. Probably I'm going to throw a black and blue chatterbait a little bit for a reaction bite, but I don't think that they're going to be, those fish are really going to be out and moving as much. And then the bright color crankbait. So today I'm going to try and cover water with stuff like that. And then tomorrow I think it's going to be a lot more cover oriented. So just going through all of those steps, breaking down all the stuff. I went from, you know, 15 rods to 10 rods to 8 rods to 6 to 4, and now honestly I probably really only need 1 or 2 of these. And that's before I even set foot out here. Then I come out here and I look at the water, and it's chocolate milk water. So that just kind of tells me that I think I've made some decent choices. Hopefully we're gonna find out today and tomorrow whether I made some decent choices. And I'm thinking that guy right there, my standard river staple, big bite fighting frog, will be a key player. I love throwing a fighting frog. Love throwing the fighting frog in any type of river situation. And then good old black blue firetail Senko. I don't know if it looks like a bluegill to these fish with the bright blue tail, or it's just something that pops and they like to jump on. But I'm going to bounce back and forth between those two. And of course I'm going to try the reaction baits just to keep them honest and things like that. But I mean that's kind of how my mind went going into this. So, you know, just kind of doing tons of research beforehand. If you're able to do that, do as much research as you can before you even get to the body of water. and that's going to help you narrow down tackle, so you're not, you know, at least in my mind, if I had 12 rods back there, I'd be like, what do I want to throw? What do I? There's too much kind of ADD overload on that. So I'll say that's what I've done. And then the tackle wise, I've literally narrowed it down to the soft plastics, terminal tackle. Got a couple of backup jackhammers, or not jackhammers, but chatterbaits and things like that. And that's what we're gonna be sticking with today. So, man, I have to be careful. I'm gonna be running across a flat here in a second, but that's really how my mind works with breaking down this stuff, is using the tools that are available. I'll say doing as much research as you possibly can to kind of help focus your mind a little bit. So we're gonna come up here. I know there's some creeks and stuff up on the right hand side here. We're gonna tuck into and see if we can't catch some fish today. Ideally, we don't catch a lot of fish today, but we do catch some fish, because I do need all these fish for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the tournament. Don't want to sore mouth them all today. That would kind of defeat the purpose, but we're gonna see what all we can find. Maybe we'll find some snakeheads, blue cats, yellow perch, white perch, stripers. There's all kinds of stuff in this river, so we'll see what all we can come up with today. So, all right, y'all, stay tuned. It's kind of not gonna be a super fantastic video for you guys, but I didn't want to swing on it. I just had one right in the very back of this tree right there. Oh, that took everything in my power not to just crack that fish. He's up there boiling right now, chasing shad. Oh, there's a big lay down right here that breaks the current, and all the way in the very back of it, there's a fish sitting there. I threw the Senko in there, and I mean, it never even hit the bottom, just took off. Oh, he'll be there tomorrow though. Alright, line. Oh, need some line. Oh. Out on the end of this laydown. So the tide's almost low. There's not a ton of water left up shallow, so this fish is starting to move out towards the ends. A decent 15-incher. Alright, I'm just gonna scout a little bit here. That's a snake. Oh, down that was a bass. Oh man, that was a bass. I 1,000,000% thought that was a snakehead. That's why I didn't even set that. Just kind of like half set the hook, so I was like, oh, that's a snakehead. Ah, that was a good one. Ah. Okay. All right. I think we're good in here. This one was just one of these big stumps right here. This one's one of these big stumps that lines the creek channel. And oh, come on down. So these big stumps that line the creek channel, or line the old creek channel. And I think it's low tide. They're sitting out here waiting to ambush. 15 3/4. Little 15 3/4 incher. So that's Caught one, shook one off, caught one, lost one, caught one. So that's a handful of fish in pretty quick order. Once I got a little bit farther back up in this creek. So I don't think these fish are out towards the main right now. I mean, the water temperature is 72 degrees, so it's not hot. It's not hot for them to need to go out to the main channel to stay cool. So they can definitely stay up here in this shallower water. So I don't want to fish too much more because I don't want to catch all these fish. I am going to need them for tomorrow. So I mean, the plan worked out. Texas rig. I did throw the Senko for a little bit and shook one off on the Senko. I shook the one off on the Senko. Everything else has been on the little fighting frog, just black blue, nothing crazy. A little 5/16 ounce weight, and we're gonna see what else I can do. I kind of just want to explore. It looks like I'm about halfway up this creek, so I'll just kind of explore the rest of this creek, see what all it looks like, see if there's any hazards or anything like that I need to know about, and that's about it. I don't need to fish too much more, but we will re-rig and get everything set up. Just like, I don't know if y'all can see that these fish have bent the barb out on that hook. So we'll need to re-rig all that, but we'll get it retied, everything. We'll get back like we were going to be continuing to try and catch these fish. I might throw the square bill a little bit, we'll see. But all right, y'all. Y'all see that? I'm out here throwing his mouth. Tiny little mouth, chunky, gigantic body. Now you're just playing around with stuff. Now you're just playing around with neon yellow spinnerbait. Alright, we're gonna stop fishing in here. I really just wanted to test to see. Oh, big log right there, almost hit. I really just wanted to test to see if the chat, like, I don't trust this mini max, but there you go. Like, the hook on these mini maxes is so tiny, it gives me anxiety looking at it. It's like the first fish I've ever caught. It's like the first fish I've ever caught on the mini max. But It works. I know everybody and their brother fishes it, so if they catch fish on it, I can catch fish on it. So, little chatterbait mini max on the old new chatterbait rod. Keep it rolling. That was a snakehead. Oh my god. That thing hit the water and just whoosh. Oh man, that was cool. Yeah. 1,000,000% thought that would be a snakehead, but all right. 1,000,000% thought that would be a snakehead. Up in this grass like this. Colors on them though. There's no way I thought that was going to be a bass. Like, not a chance. That's why I didn't mind swinging on it, but like I'm kind of up here trying to catch snakeheads now. I haven't caught any in a while. Last time I caught one was the last time I was at Potomac. No, that's a giant snakehead. Oh my gosh. Oh, I saw him sitting up there too. Dude, that's a big one. I don't even have the net ready. Get the net. Just chilling there. Just hold, please. He's gonna freaking lose his mind. Or just not fit in the net. Oh. Look at this thing. Dude. Oh. I'm just chilling. I wish I had. Look at this thing. Man. That was a little wild. That was wild. That was a bass. All right, so headed back in. We got a big line of thunderstorms or some kind of big line of storms coming in, so I gotta head in. Overall, pretty productive day. I only made it to one of the two creeks. The tide was a little bit different than what I thought. I thought I was going to be able to ride it all the way up there and ride it back, but it was actually coming out as I was going that way, so it slowed me down quite a bit. So I only made it to one of the creeks and found a ton of fish in there. I mean, every little current break that there was had a decent fish on it. It was like probably a couple hundred yards into the creek on is where all the fish were. There wasn't too much. I didn't find too much near the mouth, so I'll say all of that. And I mean, the golden rule for anything tidal current related is find current breaks and fish a ton of current breaks with, you know, Senko, the old ye old fighting frog. I fished it with a chatterbait. I threw the neon orange yellow spinnerbait for a little while. So I caught fish on all of them. I actually did have the fish bite the little swim jig right here. I did have something grab that, but I couldn't even turn the handle by the time. Like, the fish hit it as soon as it hit the water and took off with it. So I didn't even have time to get the handle engaged. But I mean, I had a good amount of fish today. I think I only swung on 5 or 6 of them. Caught a handful, probably more than that actually. I swung on a handful of them, caught some, and then shook off a lot. I mean, that doesn't make for a very exciting video of me going, hey, there's a fish right there, if I don't swing on it, but I shook off a lot. I didn't set the hook on probably 3/4 of the fish that bit today, so that's pretty fun. Tomorrow is going to be interesting with this cold front that's coming through. But I say there's a line of storms, and behind it it's going to be even colder than it is right now. It's going to drop another, like yesterday was 88 or so, and then tomorrow morning is going to be 50. So 30 degree temperature swing over a day. So we're going to see how that all plays out. But guys, if y'all are ever fishing tidal stuff, say your neon square bills, your black and blue Texas rigs, and then current breaks. Current breaks are insanely important for these fish. They just need something they can sit behind. They can sit behind or sit in front of that breaks the current, where the current's just going to wash food to them the whole day. So I say they're gonna come out to the deeper ends of current breaks at low tide. They're gonna push up to the bank on the incoming high tide and search for all that food that's newly in the water, all the bugs and everything that are newly getting submerged. So plan tomorrow, same thing as today. Swing the hook, set the hook a whole lot more, and hopefully we take the win for Tar Heel. So appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all with the appreciate y'all sticking with me not setting the hook on a bunch of these fish. But yep, we'll see how tomorrow brings, guys. I appreciate all of y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.